Hey everybody, Shane Anderson here again, local real estate agent here in Brookings, and doing another spotlight feature on I don't know, kind of a local retailer. I guess you do sell a lot of items here and stuff, but it's all for a good cause as well. Got Randy here from the Habitat of, oh my gosh, Randy, help me.
Habitate for Humanity.
Humanity. Why couldn't I say that? I knew that too. Randy from Habitat of Humanity here to kind of explain how the restore is working or not working, so to speak, and but still doing some work in the back end of stuff. Randy, I'm just going to be quiet. I can't talk today. I'm just going to let you take it over. So thanks for joining me today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. I guess I'll just tell a little bit about us. Not to bury the lead, but we are closed right now. We are one of the businesses in the area that have been closed since for a few weeks now. And of course, we don't have a set date of when we will be reopening. I know a lot of people are curious about that. We are as well. We won't be reopening until we get the clearance that it's a safe thing to do and a wise thing to do. That's a call that will be made when that time comes. And we will put it on our Facebook page, we'll put it on our website, we'll put it on the radio and whatever and let people know. But we want to make sure that everything is, we're not open until it's a safe, good experience for not only our staff, but all of our volunteers who help us, and of course, all of the customers that come in. So in the meantime, we are still doing some work. We're doing some work fixing things up at the restore, still, changing things around like we always do. It's a little quieter that we're able to take that on. But really, the employees here that have been put into other areas for the organization as well. So we have people who are working on building the houses. We still have houses that will be going up this year in the Brookings community, and so they're doing construction on the houses. I am also helping with stuff at the restore and doing some planning at the main office. I should say that we are heavily reliant on volunteers, and one of the things that we're missing out on, and that volunteers really enjoy the experience, is being able to come here and nurture that for our community. We look forward to welcoming them all back, because we will need them as soon as we are opening our doors, and we look forward to that time. So in the meantime, just the staff are working on building homes. Everything here at the restore, if you're not familiar with it, we're located between Brookings and Volga, just about maybe a 1/10 of a mile east of Western, if you take Western to the US Highway 14 bypass, like you're going to Brookings, or to Volga rather. And everything here is donated to us by businesses and by individuals, and then we resell it, and all of the profits go towards building homes in our community. And so we have 4 homes scheduled to be that we're undertaking right now for the year. And that need doesn't stop. We all know the need for affordable housing in Brookings is significant. And we are here to try and help out as much as possible. So once we reopen, we want to know that the customers come here, that everything you donate and everything you purchase here helps that cause of affordable housing in our own community.
Oh, that's great stuff. So you're basically closed, like you mentioned. Are you able to take any donations or anything right now, or is that a standstill?
Unfortunately, for safety reasons, we're not able to just take donations. We also aren't staffed out at the restore very often. I'm out here today for a little bit, but won't be here most of the day. And so there's not anyone minding the store, as it were. Again, people have been contacting us wanting to give donations, which is wonderful, and that is the backbone of what we do at the restore. If I guess what we say right now is, if it's not too inconvenient, if you could hold on to those items, and they're items that we can take, we certainly would welcome them as soon as we know that the time is right, which hopefully won't be too far down the road. We understand not everybody can do that, but if they can, that would be great to help us out.
Perfect, perfect. Now you mentioned you got a few homes going up here. Still hoping to be on schedule with that. do you guys, does this group here, uh, do they just cover Brookings County, or do they go expand out into further areas?
We are the Brookings area Habitat for Humanity, so it's primarily Brookings. We have done some work with Lake County, and of course, the organization as a whole, Habitat for Humanity, is spread throughout the globe. And so there are like-minded individuals and restores and habitat building um, groups throughout the United States and throughout the world. But primarily what we do here, what is donated here and what we resell here, the profit is all going towards homes right in our backyard, basically.
Great, perfect. I don't mean to throw you on the spot here, and maybe you don't know too much, or maybe you know a little bit about it. One of your biggest fundraisers, Nail the Runway, had to be postponed there. That was, I think, in April.
Yeah.
I think right now it's postponed into June. Do you think that's still going to happen, or do you have anything you can share on that?
Well, it was actually scheduled for March, and about a week. It was coinciding with the time when everything was shutting down, and we made the call, obviously, as many other places needed to do to readjust. It got pushed back to June, and actually just in the last day or two, it's been announced that we're going to have to postpone it until next year.
Next year.
We didn't want to keep kicking the can down the road and say 2 more months from now and 1 more month, and because an event takes a lot of planning, especially if you haven't been to Nail the Runway, it's a big event. It's huge, and it's a lot of fun, but it takes a lot of work behind the scenes. And so, just logistically, for space and making sure that we could pull it off, we wanted to do it right. So we're just going to be putting it off. We do have a date announced for next March, I believe March 20th. It's still going to be the people who have entered, and they were all ready to go. We're just kind of putting a hold on it as far as that goes, and carrying it over to next year. And of course, the people who had tickets and were sponsors of the event, many of them are generously just donating it because the need is still there for us. Unfortunately, as many other nonprofits and businesses know, just because something like this situation we're all in comes along, doesn't mean that all of a sudden what we do is not necessary anymore, is not important to have affordable homes in Brookings. And so the need is still there. So many of them have continued to support us and donate, the ticket price or whatever, and we'll see them next year and hopefully have a great time. I know it'll be a great time. I get to work that event, and it's always a lot of fun. But again, this is our 25th anniversary for Habitat for Humanity in Brookings. And so it was a shame to push it off a year, and that's why we wanted to make sure we didn't keep dragging it out, and we just made the call to make sure we did it right next year.
Yeah, no, good. I'm glad. I'm glad you were able to share that. I did not know that yet, so that's why.
Yeah, it's just a lot of people are just hearing about it now. So
yeah, no.
You're breaking news, Shane.
Yeah. Neat. So perfect. Well, that's yeah. Anything else you want to add before we sign off here, Randy?
You can hear the phones ringing maybe in the background there. We still get calls, so I just want to make sure people understand that we aren't here. The Restore is not here. The Habitat for Humanity offices are still operating. We're all still working. We're not open to the public. Again, it's just staff that are there. And then when it comes time to donate, the kinds of things that we carry here, we have lumber, doors, windows, construction kind of materials, paint, stains, paint brushes, paint, all new or ready to use, gently used for some of it. And we do a lot with furniture, from desks and end tables and couches and dining tables and all that. We have home goods like dishes and blenders and microwaves, refrigerators, ovens, pretty much everything like a big box store would come. The exciting thing, I guess, for when you shop the Restore, when we reopen, is we have all that. If you buy it here, not only do the profits go towards a worthwhile cause that's impacting our own community, it also is going to be saving you a lot of money. Everything here is about 20 to 80% off of what you would pay elsewhere for the same item, and it's good all the way around. So we look forward to welcoming everybody. when that time comes. We hope will be soon. We all hope it'll be soon, right?
Exactly. So, do you want me to leave a phone number for people to call at all, or do you have an answer?
Right now, yeah, our phone number at the Restore, you can leave a message here and we will check messages. You can still email us. We are checking that, not as frequently. Probably the easiest way is to call the main office because there is someone there
Okay.
during our normal business hours. And that number is 605-697-2540.
Okay. All right. Randy, thanks to you, to Dan, to the whole group for doing what you're doing out there. I know you're making a big difference with that, and Nail the Runway is like you said, it takes a lot of work to get it going. It's too bad we can't continue that this year, but it'll be bigger and better next year, I'm sure.
It's something to look forward to. We all need stuff to look forward to, so put it on your calendar for next year. We will have a great time, I'm sure.
You betcha. You bet. Yeah. So Randy from Habitat of Humanity, I got it right this time. So I did know, I really did know. You just go through that brain fog.
I understand.
Second.
I'm lucky I know what day of the week it is sometimes,
Well, yeah.
what we're in right now.
That don't even ask me. But so anyway, Habitat of Humanity here. Randy, thanks again for joining me. We'll get this online, and if there's anything you want to add, just put that in the comments when you see it posted in the group there. So
Sure thing.
all right, thanks for joining me.
Thank you.